Like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. The woolly mammoth, the Ice Age giant returns. For over 4,000 years, the mighty woolly mammoth has been gone from the earth, its final herds vanishing from the frozen islands of Siberia. But now, science is on the brink of bringing this Ice Age icon back. Using preserved DNA extracted from frozen mammoth carcasses, geneticists are working to insert mammoth genes into the cells of modern Asian elephants, their closest living relatives. The goal? To create a hybrid that can survive in Arctic conditions, reintroducing the species to restore lost ecosystems. If successful, herds of shaggy, cold-resistant elephants could one day roam the tundra again, trampling snow and regenerating grasslands that once covered the northern world. The woolly mammoth's return isn't just about nostalgia. It's about repairing nature's balance. The passenger pigeon, from billions to none. Once the most abundant bird in North America, the passenger pigeon darkened the skies in flocks so large they stretched for miles. But by the early 1900s, relentless hunting and habitat destruction wiped them out completely. Today, scientists at the Revive and Restore Project are working to bring them back by editing the DNA of the band-tailed pigeon, a close relative. With genes from preserved passenger pigeon specimens, they hope to recreate a living version of the bird. The plan isn't just to resurrect the species, but to restore its ecological role, shaping forests, dispersing seeds, and maintaining biodiversity. If the project succeeds, the sound of millions of wings might once again echo across the American sky, a living lesson from history reborn. The Tasmanian tiger, the striped ghost of Australia, the thylacine, better known as the Tasmanian tiger, was once Australia's top marsupial predator. With its dog-like snout, striped back, and pouch like a kangaroo's, it was a creature straight out of myth, until humans hunted it to extinction in the 1930s. But hope has returned. Using advanced genome editing techniques, researchers in Australia and the United States are sequencing the thylacine's DNA from preserved museum specimens and comparing it to that of its closest living relative, the numbat. The goal is to create a living embryo and ultimately reintroduce the species to the wild. For the first time in nearly a century, the forests of Tasmania may once again echo with the cry of the striped hunter, a true resurrection from extinction. The Pyrenean ibex, the first animal brought back and lost again. The Pyrenean ibex, or bucardo, was a species of mountain goat that once lived in the rocky peaks between France and Spain. Sadly, overhunting and habitat loss drove it to extinction in 2000, when the last known individual, a female named Celia, was found dead beneath a fallen tree. But her story didn't end there. Scientists preserved her DNA and, through cloning, created a single living clone in 2003, marking the first time an extinct animal had ever been brought back to life. Tragically, the clone survived for only a few minutes due to lung complications. Still, it proved that de-extinction was no longer science fiction. The bucardo's brief revival was both a miracle and a warning, a glimpse into the possibilities and the challenges of reversing extinction. The aurochs, the wild ancestor of all cattle.
The aurochs was a
Long before
species
modern
of wild
cows grazed the fields, there was the aurochs, a towering, horned beast that once roamed Europe, Asia, and North Africa. Standing nearly 7 feet tall, it was fierce, powerful, and sacred to ancient civilizations. Overhunting and habitat loss drove it extinct in the 1600s, but its genetic legacy lives on in today's cattle. Scientists in Europe are now back-breeding cattle species that still carry aurochs DNA, selectively breeding them to recreate the animal's original strength and form. The result: a new generation of wild cattle known as Like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel.